But hey, like Gandhi said, right? A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Right? Makes sense to me. Another great quote from Martin Luther King, and this one really hit home when I heard him say it. Everybody can be great because anyone can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You don't need anything to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. Truth will overcome, folks. Freedom, liberty, it's up for you to declare where you're going to go, to draw your line, to put your foot down and say enough is enough and do what you're going to do. And I've already seen comments from some listeners and some people, I guess people that follow Chris Duane and haven't heard the show, and he put the interview up on his YouTube and people are watching it and they're like, yeah, you just don't understand. You just don't understand the gun confiscation thing, and you don't understand Agenda 21 and the drones. Well, as far as I go, I understand that if Agenda 21 ever comes to my house and there's some do-good citizen or government worker or whatever he is trying to put a smart box on my house, he will be met with resistance. It's that simple. It's up to all of us to put our foot down and say enough is enough. Peaceful non-compliance, peaceful resistance. You can't fight hate with more hate. You can't fight the violence that has been given, the ability to do violence by the state upon us. We're not going to give them what they want. We're not going to give in and be violent to them. We will use violence to defend ourselves, which all human beings have a right to do. I don't care what piece of paper or declaration or anything. You have a right to do that. That's a natural law. That's a law of the jungle. You have a right to defend yourself, but we don't go out and seek violence. We don't go out looking to hurt people. And the hard part is trying to go out and be positive. And believe me, I've been there. I wanted to say just quickly, even over the summer, I would talk. I was still in the bargaining phase where I tried to convince people all the time, and I'd rant to them, and I'd be in these Republican groups on Facebook trying to talk to Republicans who thought that Newt Gingrich was the man, or just all kinds of nonsense. And I tried so hard to help them and to debate with them and talk with them. And the responses I would get, it would just make me so sad. And I'd go out in public and go to a store and just see a majority of the people out there just obese, run down. Everybody, everywhere I go, men are talking about sports. And, it's just, it heartbroke me. This summer, I would literally break down. I would lay down on the floor and sob for my country, to take it in and to know that there's so many people who have no idea. And even when you try to help them, they just bite you and say no. They bite the hand that tries to feed. They don't want that. How dare you step out of the cage? Come back in the cage and shut the door. Don't open my cage. Don't let me out. It would make me break down and sob for these people. Why? Because I'm a part of humanity. I'm a part of every person, and so are you. We're all in this together. We're all brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter what color you are, and I don't want to hear any of this nonsense about political correctness. No. That's the way it is. And until we can all start to see things like that, we're going to continue to be abused and taken advantage of and coerced and manipulated by this group of psychopaths and sociopaths and megalomaniacs that control us by taking advantage of our weaknesses. Now, I don't sit around and cry anymore. Sometimes when I go out, I do feel bad, depending on what I see. But it's about being happy. It's about overcoming this. It's about not being in their crowd that they try to make us get into. Get out of their crowd. You're better than that. And I don't cry anymore because I understand what's right is right. Justice is justice. Things that go on that cannot go on forever simply won't. And I feel like, hey, instead of crying and sobbing for these people that I tried so hard to make them see things the way I see them or to make them realize we have a problem, it's an unwinnable battle. You can't do it. All you can do is make yourself happy and free, set the bar high, set the standard high, and others will follow. It's going to take some pain. It is going to hurt. But I have faith in humanity. I have faith that we are better and that we can achieve a lot better way of living than where we are right now. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in to The Sound of Freedom. We're going to be right back tomorrow, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned because in 1 hour you got Joe Joseph and Timmy Watts with the Freedom Link. Sound of Freedom signing off, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you so much.